There is war, there is anger, there is hate, and it's really heartbreaking. It can make us sad and upset. We are standing in front of it, helpless, not knowing what to do, because it is so huge, so big. How can you control all these circumstances? And you want to do something. I can tell you what you can do for yourself. And with doing that, you help your whole world, because you are your whole world. What you are seeing is not outside of you. The war, the hate, the anger you are seeing is a projection of your consciousness. When did you look the last time at the war which is going on inside of you? The war you are having with yourself. The war where you're trying to regulate, to control, to better yourself and never arriving. This war inside of you will not stop until you see that what you are is already whole and complete, is pure love. All what we are is pure awareness, consciousness, oneness. And when you know this, how can there be war anywhere? So it starts with you recognizing who you really are. And once you have realized that, you will start to see the separation everywhere, like I do. And you ask yourself, this is not real. This is not a reality. This is not what we are. And suddenly you realize the war you're having with yourself, not accepting how wonderful you are, that you are already everything you are looking for. And you know that this is what gets reflected back in all your circumstances, in all what you are seeing, then there's no wonder that most of us are believing in a war outside of us, because it's just normal that anywhere in the world someone is in anger and in hate. Yes, it seems to be normal because we are used to, but it is not natural. This is not who we are. There is no contact, no love, lack. This is all a story we tell for so long. And there's a quote from the Course in Miracles. History wouldn't exist if you wouldn't repeat the same mistake over and over again. Which means in telling all these stories about wars and so on, we recreate these scenarios here and now in that moment. All these appearances, circumstances, they are already gone. They are not even a reality anymore. But we bring it up again and again and again. And you know what? That's why we are believing in it. We are believing in war as a solution, in hate, in anger, in arguing as a solution. But all these appearances, all these circumstances, they are not possible to alter, to fix. Creation is finished. You cannot repair any of these film rolls. Infinity would not be infinity if you could divide up anything. It is here because the whole spectrum from what we judge good and bad is belonging to this whole infinity. But where you focus on is your choice. You don't have to focus on negative things, at least what you think is negative. You can focus on the love, of everything and for everything, because that is your true nature. It is not about being a victim if you leave a fight, if you leave circumstances that don't align with your true nature. You do that because of the knowing that this has a right to exist, but it is not your choice. Your choice is love, because that's who you are, and that's what you will see reflected out in your world, in your life. And you know that you are already one with everyone and everything. There's nothing to do, only turning to yourself, remembering that you are already one. And this gets reflected out. You will become aware of other circumstances, because this recognition leads to harmonizing everything. So I'm asking you today, what is it that rules your world? Is it fear and worry and anger, or is it love?